Hello, welcome to AmiAmi's. This is another weekly roundup of AmiAmi figure releases. This will be from the 13th to the 18th of May 2024. Quite a few figures to look at today. Also, towards the end of this, will be included the adult section of AmiAmi figures that were released over the past week. Yeah, I sort of thought I'd start including that, as some people probably do want to know about the adult section that AmiAmi has. Links for all these will be in the description down below. If you can comment, like, subscribe, that would be wonderful. Thank you very much. As you can see from up here, the top 10 figures that they got ranking, at least pre-orders for the past week. There's a Vertex 1 Elf Girl, 14th Villager, which has got a bit of controversy that I've seen on Reddit. Some people, as the price as well, from how Vertex have usually released their previous elf villagers. We'll get onto that when we get into the figure though. And a couple of other figure ones here are looking pretty good. So yeah, we'll get into that straight away. To start with, we've got Hyperdimension Neptunia Greenheart 1/7 by AmiAmi, which is AmiAmi's sort of in-house manufacturer, from what I could tell, for 39,600 yen. Very expensive, released March 2025. Very nice looking figure. For it is a 1/7, but obviously the size of it is brought up because of the weapon and the digital wings that are on the back of it. It's a Neptunia one. They've released a few others of the girls from the Neptunia series already, or before, over the past sort of year or so, and they've all been pretty okay. But I think you have to be into the Hyper Dimension games really to really want these figures. She looks really good overall. So yeah, potentially worth the price. Don't know how popular this girl is overall, but she looks really good overall. So it's a very nice looking figure, very obviously alluring design. But I think most of them are from the Hyperdimension Neptunia series are like that. Next, we've got Prosecutor Mitsui Purple Jeans version, 1/6 by Party Look for 23,100 yen, July 2024. This pre-order is already closed. I'm pretty sure this was already up for pre-order. They just relisted it for pre-order to sort of help push through the stock. I'm almost certain I've covered this in the previous video. So yeah, so this is sold through, but you might be able to catch one or two of them if you're looking to get this one in July, when she actually comes out on the release day. So I'll bookmark this if you want to. Good looking figure. I think the hair is very nicely well done. Sculpting looks really good, and this is a cast offable figure, so you can go fully birthday suit with this one. I like the overall design. Pilooker, I like their sculpting that they do. I think they're a good manufacturer for doing lewd figures, at least. Tazurati Shizuki 1/6 by Otherware for 20,000 yen. So this one's a pretty simple bunny figure. So coming out in July 2024, I wasn't overly impressed with this. Like, it's a pretty simple design. Yeah, she's got the pole, which is a bit extra to it. It's a very alluring figure. Hair looks not too bad, but it is semi-transparent. Some people might not like that. It depends on me, it's down to the colouring and the overall design. I don't know if this is something I'd get. July 2024 release. I like bunny suits. I've got lots of quarter scale freeing ones on order and binding. I don't think I'd spend that kind of money on this one. She's 1/6, a bit larger than 1/7, but there's nothing like this gravitates her towards me. For me, unfortunately, it's an OC character, so I think you just have to really like the design with these. It's the only problem with these OC designs is you either have to really like the artist or the overall art sculpt to actually buy these OC figures. World where the thickness of a girl's thighs is equal to her social status. Ero Shikura 1/7 by Pure for 27,170 yen. This is a 1/5 coming out in January 2025. As this one is a cast offable figure, and I think it's based off of, well, it's based off some sort of manga that I've not seen before. But yeah, it's a schoolgirl outfit in tights, and you can take off her top, and it looks like it'll just be bare chest. and the nether region is you can't change the nether region. And then as you saw, it does seem like she can be paired up with another character, so you can get Rora Isa 1/5, which is a tanned girl, which obviously a lot of people like. I like tanned characters as well. 27,170 yen, again January 2025. I think a lot of people probably prefer her compared to the other one, but if you do want to get the set, they do a set where you get both of them, 52,200 yen, so a slight discount of about 2,000 yen or just over to get both of these. There's no bonuses or anything like that. They're still exactly the same. It's just two of the same. They don't come with a base, so you just have to have these laying on your shelf. So maybe get a carpet or something, you know, faux a fake carpet or something to put down, fake fur. And then for some reason, they're doing a 1 and 3.5 scale. If you want them enlarged, basically for over 100,000 yen. I wouldn't do that. They're 1/5 already, which is a good size. I like 1/5 scales. So this, I don't think they would actually sell these, to be honest, for this price. I can understand the price is justified for the amount of, when you're starting to get bigger than 1/4 scales, the scale really is massive, but when they're bigger than quarter scales. So yeah, I can definitely see why the price is there, but don't think almost no one's really going to be getting that. And there's no bonuses or anything, it's just you get some Shiki boards, the same as the other one, other dual set. So I don't think they're, but the sculpt's exactly the same. It's just the top regions that are cast off. No nether region cast off with them either. So they're just exactly the same, just enlarged. Nidhi 2D original pixel filia 18th. So this is one of your like mecha bikini maid designs, it seems like, by Alpha Max for 27,700 yen. I like the overall design. I do like this sort of techno sword, bikini armor aesthetic going on. Maid outfit, it looks really good. I like the overall design. She does have a mask face, which I think some people like to have the alternative face plates. Coming out in December 2024. Very nice looking figure. But there's also by SkyTube the same figure, which is the cast off version, 33,000 yen, extra 5,000 odd yen. So about 6,000, yeah, 5,300 yen extra, and you get cast off, and you get another faceplate. You get one extra faceplate with this one as well. So I would potentially buy this one because you get a couple of different hand options as well with this SkyTube one, with the cell phone and whatnot. So most people I think would probably buy the SkyTube one. SkyTube's obviously been around for years doing lewd figures, and they've always been really good about doing it. So yeah, I think definitely worth paying the extra for the SkyTube one. Wakaratsu Hime 1/5 scale by Charm, 32,390 yen. This one is another cast off figure. Quite a few cast offs this week. October 2024. Very nice sort of scantily dressed sort of princess aesthetic going on here. I like the overall sculpting, looks really good. Outfit looks good. I like the design as well. And they are not showing any cast offable pictures, which is good for me. But yeah, no, the overall this looks really good. 32,200 yen is a bit pricey. But they also do an alternative coloured option, 32,290 yen. So it's an exclusive colour version, or AmiAmi exclusive colour version. So depending on which colour versions you prefer, I quite like both. The white and the green's very appealing as well. But I think, yeah, the black and the green sleeves looks really good as well. Just down to you whether what you prefer. They're both very good looking figures. They might bin though a bit in after release. We'll have to wait and see because of the prices. It is a bit high, although they are 1/5. Ryobot Cross Ang Rondo of Angels and Dragon Vilkis by Sentinel, 42,900 yen. Don't really cover a lot of mechas, but I thought I would do because this just looks awesome. Coming out in December 2024. Oh my god, this one looks like so good. The quality looks off the charts. Paint job's obviously very simple and sharp. not really in terms of, there's not really any shading or anything, but that's to be expected with mechas really, unless if there's battle damage. But this is not a battle damage one. It looks like it's light up. You can light it up. It's got different modes. It's posable. It just looks insane. I'd love to get this one if I was much more into like Gundams or whatnot, or if you do like Gundams but you don't want to build them, this is a good alternative to get, I think. Sentinel, I think, are a Chinese manufacturer if I remember correctly, so it would be potentially worth getting. And I've not seen the Cross Ang series. I assume this figure like kind of wants me to get or gets me to want to watch it. There we go. Fate Grand Order, Pretender / Lady Avalon 1/7 scale by Aniplex for 28,500 yen. Don't get a lot of Aniplex figures on here. Normally with Aniplex, if you want like the exclusive faceplates, bonus faceplates, you have to get them directly from Aniplex. Just something to keep in mind if you are searching for a figure and you see Aniplex, check Aniplex's official website first to see if there's a bonus faceplate that you might want instead. This figure looks pretty good. I don't really know anything about Fate, to be honest, unfortunately, so I don't know who this character is. But overall, looks really good. The white shading on their hair looks really good. Umbrella detailing looks as good as well. So I think, yeah, it's a very good looking figure. 28,500 yen. Maybe, I don't know. Aniplex of quality is generally really good overall, so I think you're safe with there being no QC errors with this figure. Astra, the Saint Praying to the Stars illustration by Soranani Hero 1/6. Regular version by Vibrostar for 20,900 yen. This one is slightly cast offable in terms of showing one nip. That's about it, unfortunately, with this cast offable bit. Removable headdress as well, which is quite nice. Yeah, so very good looking figure. I like elf figures. Sculpting looks really good, and the skin shading where there's the skin tone changes in the creases and the folds looks really well done. Very nice looking figure, and looks like comes with 2 faceplates as well. Or 3 faceplates, so you've got mouth open, smiling, and eyes closed. Definitely worth it for the price as well. 20,900 yen. Vibrostar is very under the radar manufacturer. And then you got the AmiAmi exclusive version, which comes with the artwork, an A2 poster, A2 clear poster. 20,000 yen. I probably would pay the extra 1,000 odd yen for the clear poster, just because I think it would be worth it really overall. Yeah, so definitely good. April 2025. Definitely worth having in your back mind for a pre-order really. Teimonin series, Yukizaki Mizuki bunny version, second. So there's a first version already. Quarter scale by Binding for 39,600 yen. As I mentioned before, if you're wanting binding figures, and now that they're on AmiAmi, in a past video, definitely get them on AmiAmi and pre-order them. They'll be much cheaper on here than any other site that also sells native figures. Just because as they sell through, their prices go up, and the way they do conversions, AmiAmi, you're going to get as close to the pricing, or you will get the same pricing basically as a native in yen, because they're the exact same prices they would be on the native site. Oh sorry, and we'll have a look at a couple of figures. So overall, very alluring figure. Obviously cast offable in the chest. I think it's always going to be bare chested. Very unique pose. I don't think I'd like this sort of lying down one though, because you've got to either have her propped up on some sort of support to raise her up to make her visible in your collection, or you're going to have her on a lower shelf. But yeah, apart from that, a nice looking sculpt and whatnot, and it's binding, so they're going to do great. Anyways, all binding figures from what I've heard of have been really good. I'm just waiting to get a couple of binding figures in myself this year, hopefully. Good looking figure, good price, as I said, from AmiAmi. I'm glad they're on AmiAmi. Prismaring, the case study of Vanitas 1/7. by Prime One Studio, 42,570 yen. This is a PVC, yep, PVC ABS, so it's not a actual like resin statue, which is good. Very good looking figure. The anime this is based off, I've not watched, but I've heard really good things about it. Very good sort of storytelling and whatnot with vampires and stuff with it. So at least I think this is vampires, Custodio Vanitas. Pretty sure it is. So this is a very good looking figure. The base looks good. It's definitely more interesting than just a plain round base. Sculpting looks really good. Black shade, there's not much shading in the blacks, but that's fine. And there's a little bit on the end of the jacket. Overall looks really good. Price is very expensive though, for 1/7. That's the problem. It's very intricately designed. Colouring looks really good, but I think it's close to like a 30,000 yen price rather than 42,000, unfortunately. But you're paying a premium for Prime One Studio. That's the way they've positioned themselves, kind of like Eastream. Freeing, finally another freeing figure this week. Overlord Albedo, Black Bunny version, 44,000 yen, October 2024. It's the same as the white one, just a recoloring. I have got the white Albedo already. So she's cast off, I can tell you that already. So the suit gets removed basically, but she is wearing a pantsuit underneath, so that's fine. Interesting that they're doing the black one. I think depending on your preference, you might prefer the white or the black one, or if you missed out on the white one, you can at least get the black one. I have seen a Reddit post where someone actually did Photoshop of having the white and the black, like the black bunny suit on the white tights and white wrist colours, and then the white suit on this. I will post those up here while mentioning it. That's a unique look, and I was very tempted to pre-order this to have both, and then actually probably swatch those, because I actually quite like the white bunny suit with the black tights and black garters and black shoes and whatnot, and then the white and then the black on the white tights and the white collar, wrist collars and stuff. So yeah, they look really good. Please comment if you think you prefer that appearance, but then you do have to port the first one, which has gone up in price in the aftermarket, and then you have to pre-order this one as well, and then so you're buying 2 quarter scales to mix and match the outfits. I kind of wish they potentially would have foresaw that, and they could sell the outfits as additional, extras. It's just a simple plastic mold from what I would expect they could do. That wouldn't be part of the main mold manufacturing process, because it's a different material to the main figure, so they would easily be able to sell that as extras for people afterwards who've bought both, and they can at least change the outfit. That would make it a much more unique selling point, I think, as well, for future references freeing. That might be worth something to take into account when you're doing cast-offs and you're doing recolors of cast-off figures. Saddle illustration, illustrated by Mendokasai 1/6 by Partylook for 25,580 yen. I love this figure. Very nice looking figure. Overall design looks amazing. Pretty sure I saw this at One Fest a few months ago that I covered the videos, and to me these are cast offable. To me this is like instant pre-order to me. I was like, yes, I must get this figure. She looks great, and I love the overall design of this one. And there is also Stella as well by Partylook for 25,580 yen, both coming out in February 2025. She looks amazing. Love the hair. The red colouring in the hair looks really good. The outfit looks amazing. Definitely worth getting a hold of, and I think for these being 1/6 as well, for this price and being cast off, it's like an absolute bargain to get. So definitely worth getting a hold of, and you can get them together where they're squishing against each other for 52,980 yen, and this is what I've pre-ordered, so this will be in my pre-orders for next year. Definitely worth getting both of these. So in this you also get the 3 bases, so you can display them separately if you don't quite like it, but you just get the extra chest portions where they're squishy up against each other. They are cast offable, and you get an extra base to have them both on at the same time. Mirrored base is a bit down looking, but I think overall I just love this sort of where they're both against each other. Aesthetic looks really good to me. Yeah, fell in love with these figures as soon as I saw these at One Fest. So as soon as I saw these come up for pre-order earlier in the week, instantly pre-ordered them. Definitely worth getting hold of if you like this artist. I don't even know anything about this artist, and this is just like everything like instantly grabbed my attention, and I'm like, yep, definitely has to go in my collection. TV anime Akabi-chan no Sailor Fuki Komichi Akabi summer uniform version by Proof for 16,830 yen. Very simple schoolgirl outfit. Don't know anything about the series or the artist, but not worth 16,000 yen. This seems to be close to the prize figure quality. There's a bit of shading in the hair, but that's about it really, and the water effect looks pretty good on the base, but Proof has let us down on this one, unfortunately. I don't think it's worth the price, so I wouldn't be getting this one. Vertex Originals Elf Village 14th Villager Mama Tiana 1/6, bought by Vertex, 52,200 yen. So this is the one that I've on Reddit has been causing a lot of people saying yes, instant pre-order, or nope, the price, I'm not buying it, I'm going to hold off and hope it bins on release. Still up for pre-order. It's been up for pre-order for a few days, but she's gone straight up to the top of the rankings, as I showed at the earlier video. Now, price is partly justified with this figure, because there's a lot going on. There's a lot of extras, lots of extra frills and whatnot going on with this figure compared to past Vertex Elf Villager figures. So yeah, there's the 14th Elf Villager lineup. So you've got the giant scythe, which looks like you can also turn it into sort of a I can't remember what it's called, like the staff that's to do with because she does seem to be like a princess basically, or queen in some form, I guess you could say. But yeah, no, very good looking figure. Sculpting looks top notch. They've definitely improved their sculpting and design as they've iterated on the Elf Villager line, as they've worked up through the numbers of the villages. So very good looking figure. She is a 1/6, which they all are 1/6, I think. So she's going to be a lot larger because of the extra bits with the clothing. The scythe's huge, obviously. As I mentioned before, her twin tail hairs coming off the back are very well detailed. Colour shading looks great. It's cast off, so again another bit of a premium. But it is away from the normal form. The previous Vertex ones have been obviously pretty cheap, and they've re-released them quite often, especially the first few. They've re-released like 2 or 3 times now over the years. So this one, if you're not going to get this year, then I don't think you have to worry about it, because I think they will get round to re-releasing her in a few years' time. Whether how the economy is and whatnot, inflation will affect the equivalent price you'd be paying for her then to now, but you might be in a better situation financially to purchase her then. I'm giving her a miss because, again, I think price is a bit too much. Yes, she's better than quarter scales, I like by freeing, obviously, but she's more than the freeing ones, and a lot of the freeing figures have been coming down in price. The previous Elf Villager one didn't come down in price, which was also up, definitely better than their previous ones as well. So they are improving the formula, so they are getting better, but I think they are also increasing the price, unfortunately, to justify that, which I understand from the company. They have to make money, and this is would be an instant pre-order for a lot of people, especially if you want to complete the whole Elf Villager lot, which I do, but I can take my time. I will pick up an aftermarket if I have to in like 2, 3, 4 years time. I'm not in any rush to finish off the entire Elf Villager lineup. I've only got 2 of them anyways, so yeah, that's perfectly fine for me. I can wait. They've got the exclusive sale version, the antenna one, which comes with the grass base or the gold trim base, and alternative faceplate, 54,980 yen. Again, depending on, some people like to only get the limited versions, these antenna shop versions, as they say, or they want to just get the standard ones for a slightly different price. You also get a wall scroll with this one as well, from, if I remember correctly, an A3 wall scroll for it being the antenna one. So I think that justifies the price really. Extra faceplate, extra bits of the base, which I think a lot of people don't display her on anyways, and the wall scroll, A3 wall scroll. Yeah, definitely worth the pricing, I think, but it's just depending on how the overall design is, whether it attracts you or not. But yeah, very good looking figure, and I think definitely one to keep an eye out for the future. Exclusive sale, Fairy Tale Urza Scarlet, Atraxia armor version, 1/7 by DMM Factory, 33,000 yen, coming out in December 2024. Very good looking Urza figure. Not one of her most iconic outfits, but definitely very good. And I'm loving the sword effect parts coming around her. Very, I think, worth the 33,000 yen for this figure. And I think a lot of people will be wanting to pick her up. She's obviously in the top 10 anyways. So definitely worth getting a hold of if you're big into Urza, and I do like this figure a lot. Now we're going to get into... Oh no, I haven't got to the end yet. CCP Japan X Yoshi Project Volume 3 Evangelion Unit 2. Complete figure for 31,480 yen. It is a non-scale and does not... Oh, 20 centimeters in height. It's pretty small then, really. So like 1/8 scale in height, I guess you could say. Good looking. I like this a lot. It looks like you get a couple arm pieces to change the different stances that this unit's in. I quite like it a lot, especially if you're big into Evangelion. I think 31,000 yen is not too overpriced really for what you're getting. You generally pay a bit of a premium for Evangelion merchandise figures these, unfortunately. But yeah, October 2024, I think definitely worth getting a hold of if you want to start getting the actual mecha suits and Evangelion units themselves. And then Bonita illustration by Mo Oki 1/6 by Omaha for 24,000 yen. So this is the deluxe edition, coming out in April 2025, so you've got quite a ways, nearly a year, to get hold of her. It is a cast-offable figure. I like the design. I like the maid outfit slash, she's undressing going on here. Definitely like the sculpting on this one. I do like this a lot. It's just the chest area, I think, that's cast offable. Oh no, nether region is as well. Looks like you can remove her pantsu. So yeah, definitely, I think potentially worth getting hold of if you like maids and you're doing that in your collection. And I think the price is actually not too bad for 1/6. I'm glad we're seeing more 1/6 coming out. I prefer larger scales anyway, figures overall anyways. Now we're going to get into the adult section of the video, or section of AmiAmi, and what have been released over the past week. And the reason I'm doing that is because of this Astra the Saint version, because they've got two versions. So we'll get into that. Astra the Saint Praying to the Stars. This is the fully birthday suit version for 20,900 yen. By Viberstar, so the same price it seems like for the fully birthday suit, fully cast off one. And I think most people probably prefer to get this one really. So if you did want to get it, I'll get the fully cast off one. I think it justifies. It doesn't really justify the price more because it's the same price. But yeah, definitely worth it. And then they do have the exclusive one where you get the same artwork as well, the A2 clear poster. 20,000 yen, April 2025. I'm tempted to pre-order this. Might have a look at Viberstar, see what other ones they've released in the past, whether I want to expand from other like pre-owned sections or whatnot, from their past figures, or see what else they've got like that's in the draft phase. But yeah, good looking figures. Sculpting looks really good, as I mentioned before. Just the hands in different positions so you can actually see both opis with this one. A girl from the future who came to collect Seaman 1/6 by Deity Collector, 27,500 yen. This one is again another cast-offable figure. This one's releasing April 2025. I don't know whether this is worth the figure because there's quite a few figures that are in this sort of pose. They're laying on the back and their legs spread apart and whatnot, with a couple of accessories and different hands where they're holding rubber. Yeah, no, it's not bad looking. You do get a wall skull with this one, postcard and nether region hair as well included. Not bad looking figure, but I think you have to just like the again with a lot of OCs is like the design and like the aesthetic with this, or the artist in general. And then there is a bonus version. Also, this is the one without the wall scroll for 25,300 yen. And then you got Tamino Kadama, original character, pure succubus, Liz DX version, 1/6 by Pink Rouge, who's another manufacturer that does cast-offable figures, 31,260 yen. This was a bit pricey, I think you might find, but the hair sculpt is amazing. Hair shading looks really good. As a succubus, a lot of people like succubuses. It's fully cast off, which is obviously another bonus. The outfit, or lack of an outfit, is pretty nice. I like the pose. Definitely a nice looking figure overall, I think. Don't know if there's anything else. Liquid part, yeah. Alternative chest parts, so there'll be, yep. Soft version. I'm guessing there is a sort of silicone version where you can squeeze the chest area, the opi, if you want to. That's down to you, I suppose, if you want that. That is included, so that probably justifies the extra price actually, because that's quite difficult to manufacture. You just don't know how long the long-term viability of a soft part of a figure is, unfortunately. Hyoma, original character, Musou Tights 43, Suzu-chan, 1/6 by Hot Venus for 27,500 yen. So a schoolgirl figure, schoolgirl outfit at desk, with toys, and is cast off and multiple faceplates, looks like, where she has a toy in her mouth. Pretty alluring looking figure. Yeah, no, again, I'm just thought I'd let you know that this is available for an April 2025 release. And then you get the one with a wall scroll as a bonus. Yeah, so just get a tapestry for 30,000, so an extra 5,000 yen for tapestry. Depends on how you are with tapestries, if you want them or not, if you've got space to hang them up. I'll probably just get the standard one, to be honest, save the 2,000 yen or 3,000 yen on that. But yep, that does it for this video. Please comment, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, if you got to the end. Again, links for all these will be in the description down below. And thank you very much for watching this video, and I shall catch you in next week's AmiAmi figure roundup. Thank you very much. Goodbye.